just circle back next week. That's on that call what we were handling. Good. I got Jim. Let me patch Jim in, and then I'm gonna dial.
And then in addition, Riverbend went under contract.
Both the docs that we're still waiting on for due diligence. What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 1 of my new vlog series where I'm going to be giving you guys an inside look into the world of commercial real estate with a heavy emphasis on brokering mobile home park deals. So if you don't already know, my name's Armand Violi. I work for a company called OtherStreet Advisors. We focus on brokering mid-sized manufactured housing communities. So our sweet spot, I would say, is from 1 to 10 million. We do some deals north of 10 million, but most coming in 1 to 10 million all over the US, from pretty much Colorado to the East Coast. So this is our main offices in Baldwin Park, Florida. This is where we really operate our team. We do have one guy that's up in New York and another team member that's over in Texas. We are split up in a bunch of different regions, but let me introduce you guys to the team. Everyone, this is Mario.
What's up, dude?
He's one of the brokers on the team. Then we got Christian. He's a new guy we just hired.
That's the loser office.
Then of course Enon's not in here anywhere. Everyone, this is Cheyenne. She's our transaction coordinator. So I'll introduce you guys to Enon when he gets back. He's the guy who started the team. And then we also have one other new guy that we brought on to do a lot of the lead calls. His name's Chris. He's not here right now because it is around lunchtime. So now one thing I want to do, since this is episode 1, let me catch you guys up to speed about where we are as far as the company and my own production in the company. So I'll start off with 2020 numbers. We had a total of 9 closings. I think this is missing 1 or 2, but a total of 9 closings. Total transaction volume, aka sales volume, of 31,405,000. Now I do know that 10 million of that 31,405,000 were deals that I brought in. Now coming into 2021, we didn't have any new listings through quarter 1. We had some off-market stuff, so I brought in an off-market listing in Indiana. That is under contract right now. It's supposed to close end of May, but pretty much what happened through quarter 1, we were focusing a lot on bringing in new team members. So like I said, we had 2 new employees, 1 new intern, which is Miles. He's not here right now in the office, but through quarter 1, we got under contract 2 acquisitions in Florida. So that's 2 different mobile home parks. Then we do have a Massachusetts property under contract. We did get Hidden Valley under contract, but that did fall apart. Hidden Valley is one of the listings on our website. Whitewater Estates, we got under contract. That is what we were just dealing with right there on the last call. The Northern Indiana off-market deal. Again, a lot of this stuff has to stay confidential. And then Lighthouse Oaks, that's a smaller property that we do have in Lakeland, Florida. We did get that under contract. We're sorting through due diligence right now. But to get you up to speed for where we are now in quarter 2, so far I got the contract pending on 3 properties: Riverbend Mobile Home Park, Timberline Mobile Home Park, and Oak Hill. Riverbend was one of my deals that I was marketing. And then Hidden Valley, which we got under contract in Q1, then it fell out of contract. We have that contract pending right now as well. So as far as current pipelines that we do have, I am currently working on getting a large listing in the Southeast. It's in the state of Georgia. Again, a lot because of the confidentiality in this business. I can't tell you guys exact names or cities that it's in, but this one is in Georgia. It's over 100 pads. We do have a listing agreement out to that for an exclusive listing agreement. That's one of my deals I found. So what we have a confidential New York property for sale. We have one called La Mirada. That's in Harlington, Texas. We got Collins Estates Mobile Home Park. That is a North Carolina deal under contract. We got Deers in Pennsylvania under contract. Riverbend, that's the one that I got under contract. Pine Valley, Whitewater Estates, Hidden Valley. This is the confidential Indiana deal that I had. This is Lighthouse Oaks. That's the Lakeland one I was talking about. Timberline Acres is a smaller rural one in Ponca City, Oklahoma that we are marketing. Then Oak Hill, this is actually about to go under contract. We have a signed LOI on that. Confidential Michigan portfolio, I'm not sure the status on that. And then we have Frontier Mobile Home Village.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. How about you? Hey, I was just touching base. I got Armand with me here. We're just touching base on Whitewater. We really feel like the property manager is trying to sabotage the deal. That's kind of a feeling here that may be trying to be happening because he's worried about his job.
Okay, the manager is basically saying it floods every year, gets close to the floors.
According to the seller, I mean, as far as he's aware, that's not true. I mean, if you'd like to talk to him directly, I'm sure the seller would.
We already worked up some counter offers we wanted to kind of send back.
Can you tell me what the counter offers are verbally, just so I know?
Yeah.
Let's be realistic. I mean, I own mobile home parks here in Florida. 2 of my parks, when it rains, it does build up and takes about 2 or 3 days to go down, and it's higher than I would want it to be. But it's not like it's coming into the homes or high. I mean, I get what I call bird bath spots that build up water, and there's one thing that aggravates me about one of my parks is the bird baths. Yeah, and look, we don't want any dishonesty because we never want to roll like that. Again, you know, if Jacob knows, Jacob's, I mean, he's been as straight shooter as you get, Johnny, on the spot.
Maybe we have the down payment, and he does some start carry on the capex, because that's what we're.
Well, yeah, just make it simple and give me a number. Okay, sounds good.
Okay, cool. Thanks a lot, guys.
So on that call, what we were handling was we do have this one property under contract in Kansas. The thing that we're dealing with is when the buyers are doing a site visit to the property, the property manager who wants to stay and keep his job, he's worried about the property being sold. Now, these buyers were planning on keeping him as a property manager. But again, him being a property manager, he's just a little bit worried he's going to lose that job. So when they're doing the site visit, he's kind of exaggerating negative parts about the property. Some of the info the property manager has told the buyers and what we know from the seller and the property manager are having a disagreement about what has been told, but we haven't gotten everyone on the phone, so we're trying to sort through that and keep the deal together. But anyways, aside from that, that was Enon Winkler. He's the owner of the company. He's the one who started OtherStreet Advisors. So as of now, I do have a lot of just general follow-ups that I have to do. A large majority of my job, especially since I'm newer in the business and I don't have a consistent pipeline coming in. I do a lot of prospecting, hunting for new clients. The way I like to go about that is if you watch any of my previous videos, I mainly cold call. I'm going to try and probably knock out anywhere from 25 to 50 cold calls today. I got about 34 follow-ups that I need to do. So after I cold call people and I get a hold of them, I try and get them in some type of follow-up system, at least quarterly, so that way I can always stay in touch with them, even if they don't want to sell, because I want to try and build that relationship. And then I do have a couple people that are considering selling that I'm working on getting the financials for and hopefully convert that to some type of either on-market or off-market deal.
Please leave a message and I will get back to you. Or text if you have that availability.
Hey, this is Armand with OtherStreet Advisors. Calling you on your mobile home park in Kentucky. Again, we've been kind of going back and forth through text. Want to see if I can get a little more info on the park. I do think the 950, it is aggressive, but it's not unrealistic, I'd say. I do need just a little bit of info, whether that is on the rents of the park or just some basic info on how many of the homes you own, etc. Call me back when you get the chance or shoot me a text. Yeah, Armand with OtherStreet, following up on her daughter's mobile home park.
We are still waiting on the state of Ohio to release that stupid $250 lien. It's
Still.
Like insane.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're thinking we're probably going to get it next week, but it's still the delay's been insane. We thought it was going to be a week, but then.
Why don't we just circle back next week then?
Yeah, that's fine.
Thanks,
cool,
man.
man. Thanks.
Bye. That was one of the investors that we've dealt with before, and he has the daughter's mobile home park under contract. Set to close. Obviously, it's getting delayed based off what he was saying. But what we are doing is after he closes on that, we're putting him in touch with the mother and trying to see, because he's going to be interested in buying that property too, because they're all within the vicinity of each other. So it's going to be a good opportunity for us to match the owner with who we think is naturally the best buyer, because they've already dealt with the family, just closed on one of the daughter's properties. So it's going to be a good match there to put buyer and seller together. Again, as brokers, it's our job to try and create the best transaction possible. One, having the most qualified buyer, and two, getting the seller at the highest price with the surety of close. So the biggest thing is getting someone not just who could afford the deal, but who could actually close the deal.
Hi, Armand and calling. I just want to give you a quick update. I don't know if it's really a heads up, but just let know about this sewer water treatment plant, and I think what we're going to ask to do is decide in our due diligence period whether or not we want to take that on as an asset purchase or just to do an outright, transfer with the overall sale. We'll kind of decide that in our due diligence period. So
now, if I got like a couple preliminary guys that want to look at it, should I send them what we have, or should I just wait until we start to get?
Because we can't. Like, I know Enon's gonna be like, oh yeah, but when I have P&Ls that are completely out of line, I've got 3 of them that are completely out of line.
Yeah.
We need to get a single story. We're not gonna get into someone under contract and they're like, oh well, there's significant differences here. I need to retrade now.
Okay, so we're way off the ball with the having good info.
Yeah, I mean, if they could give me the information today, we could have it done tomorrow.
Yeah, because I wanted to get it over to Dylan because they own literally right down the street from it.
So press Enon to get to call and say, hey, I know who's going to buy this. We just need to get this stuff done.
Okay.
And I know you're anxious to get it out. I know they're anxious to get it out, but they need to be able to help us.
Yeah.
Help them.
Okay.
Also, hey, it's Andrew's birthday. I don't know how close you are with him.
I'll shoot him a birthday email.
Yeah, I've met him before, and I know. He likes that market, and I think he's down in Florida too. So
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you, buddy.
All right, thanks, Sean.
See you, bye.
Bye. You have like his email dialogue you can pull up just so I can like kind of be on the same page of what he's saying.
So he sent me this last. He sent just this first page of the owner's policy, but like, where's the rest?
So we need the payoff.
Well,
the loan payoff.
let me pull up what the title company said. But I said, were you able to get the rest of that?
Can you pull up his phone number? Cheyenne, if this series blows up, you're gonna be famous.
My time to shine.
Please leave your message for...
Hey, it's Armand with OtherStreet. I got Cheyenne here with me. The docs that we're still waiting on for due diligence, we haven't gotten any payoff info from you, and then operating agreement and the articles of incorporation. I know you don't have a septic map, but as far as whoever's done maintenance or repairs on it, give me a call back when you get the chance. Any update on getting information for Collins?
Jim sent it to Andrew yesterday. He hasn't responded, and then I sent him the OM without the financials, and he didn't respond to me either yet. So
fun stuff. Love it.
We're still waiting. As far as I know, they just need clarification, so we haven't launched it. That's the only thing we're waiting on. If they could just answer it.
What's up, bro?
Hey man, sorry I was hopping off another call. Yeah, I got this one guy in Rock Hill, South Carolina. He doesn't want to give any info to anyone. Yeah, he's got 165 lots between 3 parks. I think it's like 80 lots, 50 lots, and 30, something around that. It's like 100% occupied, all lot rents, city utilities, billed direct. But he wants $60,000 a pad. I don't know if that's like within the realm or not because I didn't get any lot rents or anything from him.
Yeah, I think Ryan actually sat down with him like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he sounds like a guy who's just kind of fishing for offers. These guys just will play everyone and act like they're the.
Because if it's not the same guy, I'll give you this guy's contact if you want to get in touch with him. I've been talking with him for like 6 or 7 months now. And I figured, like, since he's not sending anything over, so I might as well just try and get him in touch with someone. I do know that he was talking with Luke DeGrassi from Pioneer, and they were going to make him an offer, but I guess nothing came of that. Yeah, they had this 200-lot park in Kentucky under contract for like $8 million, and then they tried to retrade down to like 7.2, and then pissed the guy off. And then we tried to get Mike Conlon in the mix in that, and then but they ended up moving forward with someone else.
I appreciate it, man.
See you.
Thanks.
Christian, want to go to lunch?
Hey, you ready?
Yeah. Lunchtime?
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. So one thing I wanted to mention, guys, we do have a private investor Facebook group called Mobile Home Park Investing Group that is for both current, new, and future investors that want to learn more about operations of the parks, brokerage of the parks. We post some off-market deals there, but if you guys are interested in that, I'm going to have a link in the bio to that private Facebook group. Again, it's called Mobile Home Park Investing Group. And then there are a couple other Facebook groups I'm going to link as well, and those are other investors that we've done deals with. They have their own Facebook investing groups for mobile home parks as well. All right, so for the rest of the day, I'm going to be knocking out, for the most part, cold calls, and then I got a few other parks that I'm following up on, trying to get financials for. I will see you guys when I see you. Good morning, guys. So today I am on the way to Austin, Texas. Brett on our team, he actually has a wedding that Enon and I are going to. Yeah, a little late. The final call is 7:15. It is literally 7:10. I can't believe I made it through security. We cut the entire fucking line, but see you guys when we get to Texas. Yeah, so the update on Jacob's offer, we did get the retrade from the buyers, but we haven't sent that over to the sellers. So did you get the email with their new offer? Yeah, you got it with like the seller carry and all that. But I think Enon wanted to call him on it to kind of talk through it because he doesn't want the deal to fall apart. So we'll see what happens.
And then we also heard back from the title company. He has an expired permit that he needs to get fixed before closing.
Fun stuff.
The title's not moving until he sends it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Let me. I'll let you know. I'll figure out what I need to do from Garrett. Richard hasn't called me back. I'll hit him again this morning.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, I should have an update on everything probably by 11 here, which is 12 where you're at.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm at home, but I'm going to the office this afternoon to go pay Christian and then take care of some other shit, but I didn't go into it.
Okay. All right, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
See ya. Okay, so this next call that I'm doing is between the buyers and sellers of Riverbend Mobile Home Park. We have a couple things on the contract that I need to talk through. Hey Larry, how you doing? Good. I got Jim. Let me patch Jim in, and then I'm gonna dial up Lou and patch him in.
Issue, so I think we're gonna have to, do as much surveying that we can to kind of get a handle of that. I anticipate that, we'll try to get that all.
Could you either copy me or Jim on the email? Yeah. All right, thank you guys. So to give like a quick little explanation there, we had to go through some of the changes that the sellers wanted on the contract. Now, usually you have multiple attorneys on the phone, and we deal through the attorneys, and we're kind of the middleman as brokers on that. But coincidentally, the seller is an attorney, and then the buyer, since he's getting seller financing, there's going to be a lot more close negotiations between the buyer and seller direct instead of having outside parties. We should have a revised draft on that probably in the next few days, and hopefully we'll officially be under contract probably by middle to end of next week. All right. So even though this is going to be a real estate oriented vlog towards the day-to-day life, I mean, since I'm traveling, I might as well show you guys some of the, I'd say, landmarks of the place. So in downtown Austin, Texas, there's like a big like city hall or something down there. So I'll find out what that is and give you guys a little show of it. Yep.
Hey, 1 second.
Okay. By the way, this Capitol Hill place is giant.
See, I didn't been to the Capitol yet.
Yeah, I didn't even know this was here. I thought Austin was kind of like a newer town, but seeing this, it's like a really big fucking thing.
I think what we do, I don't think they're going to go to 500, but I think that you should counter them at 490. But let's say for the first year it's 4%, but the second year on, you want 7% as if you were an investor.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to think of creative ways to get around this like counter offer.
So I want to trap them that way. So let me make sure that I'm on the same page here. So I'm going to counter them at 490. You're comfortable with a full 80 at 490, so long as it's 4% the first year, 7% years 2 and 3, with a payoff in year 3. And then I'm also going to tell them that you're going to want a personal guarantee.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. All right. I'm going to try to call them now. If I reach them, I'll call you back.
Okay, great. Thanks, Enon.
Okay, bye.
Thanks, bye.
Armand, stand by. I'm going to try to call them now.
Okay.
All right. Let's hear it.
I think him and I kind of talked through this, and I think that you're going to find this pretty fair.
So this is like we're back with the buyers now, and this is kind of it's a touchy subject. Again, we're getting really creative on how we're trying to bounce the numbers around because they want a price drop because one of their investors backed out. So we're asking the seller to hold paper for a short amount of time. I'll explain it later.
$80,000 for the second position.
I'm sorry, the 4% at year 1 is good, 7% year 2. Yep, and then the balloon will happen at 3, and then money going hard. The only contingency would be outside of bad third-party reports. Yep. Let me get back to you by Monday, and then we'll take it from there, man. Okay. I'm excited, yeah.
To give like a short explanation, so pretty much we had the retrade and the offer coming down in price, but they were asking for the seller to carry some paper instead of just getting a bank loan. And what we're doing, instead of doing the long term with the stagnant interest rate, we're saying after year 1, pay the seller 7% interest now instead of 4%, as if he was an investor in the deal, because you would usually give a 7% preferred. And with the seller's goals of taking his money out and getting into the stock market to be more hands-off on his money, 7% on his money is a good return. So it actually is a win-win for everyone because the investors buying the deal don't have to have as much money in the deal and as many investors because one of the investors pulled out, and then the seller, he's also getting the interest rate that he wanted on his money instead of having to pull it out of the deal completely, and he's holding paper, and now that there's a personal guarantee, it's kind of a win-win. I'm hoping the deal gets done. I don't know if they'll come up to the price that we hope for, but we'll see what happens. All right, so we're here at Brett's wedding. Didn't get to formally introduce Enon earlier because we were a little busy in the office, but Enon, owner of the company, Whitewater's offer did get accepted, supposedly.
It did.
It did.
Well, we did negotiate to keep it under contract and moving forward. Yes. And then in addition, Riverbend went under contract.
Boom.
Hidden Valley just went under contract last week.
Still in contract, which is good.
Deer's under contract.
Pretty much, we're just killing the commercial real estate.
Camerata's got 3 offers on it.
We're the mobile home park kings. List your park with us. But don't forget, like and subscribe. Check the link in the description for the private Facebook group that we have. And thank you guys for watching. We'll do this probably like once a week.